For most people that are in the hobby, this might be basic information, but there are people just getting into things or coming back after a long hiatus, and this might help them from overspending on eBay or any other secondhand website. And that does happen, I've seen it. So don't get ripped off, and better yet, this will help you to support the developers of these homebrew games. That way we can get more in the future. If you buy them direct from the devs and their suppliers, then they'll sell more, make more, and have more reasons to continue their hard work. This won't be a long video. I want it to be right to the point for people who need this information. So without further ado, here are some of the best places to get Atari Homebrew on the internet. But first, I need to mention that you can always grab a lot of these games from retro gaming conventions. A lot of companies and developers make the rounds to these things, and you'll be able to get autographs, listen to panels, and hear incredible stories about the games and the consoles we all love. There are many conventions across the country, and it's best to Google for the largest, like PRGE, or for the ones closest to you. Don't discount these, as you can often get games before they're even available online. I feel that this definitely needed a mention. But let's continue on to your online resources for Atari Homebrew. First, we need to mention the one that everybody knows about and usually first learns of. AtariAge has been the go-to place for homebrew since the early 2000s, and has a lot of quality releases. It's ran by essentially one guy who produces all the cartridges, so sometimes orders, especially pre-orders, can take a long time. But it's worth it, as the quality is second to none, and there are a ton of talented developers releasing their games on AtariAge. The website has its own checkout system that is safe and secure, and you can get games for the 2600, 5200, 7800, Jaguar, Lynx, and XEGS and 8-bit computers. Next, we have the AtariAge Forums, and while that might be the same place, it's a completely different experience from the store proper. Usually somebody will independently release something, like say Franco Dragon, and then announce it for sale on the forums. You then message them, PayPal them the money, and get your game. There are many that have been doing this since the website's beginnings, and I can vouch that Franco Dragon, SIO2, Sean Sr., and Gambler, among others, are all trustworthy and have been doing this for longer than I've been a part of the community. And let's get this out of the way quickly, but if you want new games for your 2600, and, well, now the 7800, along with some other things like the Atari VCS console, then this is another good place to go. You can grab games like Mr. Run and Jump, the XP line of cartridges, Berserk Enhanced, and a lot more. And it has a safe, secure checkout system that seems to be closely related to, if not directly using, shop.com stuff. So if you already have that app, you're good to go. Atari.com? Well, it's basic, but it needed mentioned. Video 61 has been an Atari certified retailer and supplier since the Tramiel era of Atari. And probably before that. Lance has been running it and is absolutely a trustworthy guy when it comes to this stuff. Not only does he carry homebrew for the Atari 8-bits, XEGS, 5200 and 7800, but you can also buy brand new and sealed stuff for all Atari systems. This is a must if you want to deal in new old stock, but there is no easy checkout system. You'll need to email in your order and PayPal the money after email verification that the items are in stock and ready to ship. Still, Video 61 is highly recommended. Lance and Peter are great people, and you're safe to deal with them, as I have for 5+ years now. Much like Video 61, Best Electronics has been doing this forever. The only difference is that the end user experience, well, it leaves a lot to be desired with Best. The website reads like a phone book, and there is definitely no easy checkout system in place. Seriously, ordering from this guy has its own rulebook, but he has a ton of inventory that other places just don't have. When it comes to homebrew, he does have a few things, but not much honestly. It's still a website to bookmark for your rare item needs. If you're interested about the ordering protocol, well, basically you pick your items. Last I knew you needed more than $50, but no more than 5 individual items. Then email the guy to make sure he has it, as well as giving him your name and information. Then he will give you the okay to call and place your order over the phone. Have your card ready, as you're going to read the numbers off in the phone call. It's a crazy world, but Best is good people. Good Deal Games has a lot of stuff that nobody else does, and you'll want to head over there when your homebrew addiction gets really heavy. Lots of 2600, 5200, and 7800 stuff, along with the Lynx and Jaguar. There's tons of other consoles too. The person that runs the website is very friendly and is willing to discuss just about anything with you if you're a good customer. Ordering isn't super easy, there is no checkout system, but you simply email in your order and then PayPal the money when you get the total. I have used Good Deal Games for years, and it's an A+ website that has a lot of great stuff in stock. Usually. Audacity Games only does 2600 stuff, and they don't have much, but these are the OG Atari guys. You're purchasing games from the Kitchen Brothers, John Van Ryzen, and the legendary David Crane. It's something you want to check back to from time to time, because you know the games are going to be good, and the collectability is high. If you like having low serial numbers and limited editions, then you'll love these guys. They also have a high-quality checkout system and are definitely trustworthy to use. I see a ton of Champ Games stuff listed on eBay, and people advertise that these games are no longer available, and that's simply not true. If you go to Champ Games' website, you get a much better price, and you support the developers directly. It's a win-win, and they even have a simple and safe checkout system. Don't be fooled by misleading eBay listings. If the box says Champ Games, then check their website first. This is yet another one that's been around for a very long time, and most people who love the Jaguar and Lynx are already aware of them. If you want some incredibly hard to find games, or some of the best homebrew on those two consoles, then you want to head over to Songbird Productions. Now, I have had their website act a little weird sometimes when shopping around, especially on my phone, but their checkout is secure and the website is safe to use and buy from. The prices are a little high, but these are specialty games after all. And I have one last, very honorable mention. Now, while this place doesn't sell homebrews themselves, they do sell a lot of stuff that will help you better enjoy your games. I'm talking about OGHUGO's Retro Modshop, and he sells all kinds of great controllers. As a matter of fact, he sells the best 2-button controllers that I've played with so far, and I highly recommend you check them out. You can find him on eBay and via his website. He also mods consoles and sells modded consoles, so be sure to reach out to him if you have any modding needs, and check out his stuff if you need a good 2-button controller for use with your Atari 2600 Plus or 7800. Okay guys, so there you have it. This is a list of the best homebrew retailers for Atari consoles that I've personally dealt with. If you have any more reliable or good resources for Atari homebrew games, then please leave them in the comments so others can find and use them. And please, leave a like on the video if it helped you, and subscribe for more just like it. And thank you to all my Patreons and YouTube members for supporting the channel. With their support, the channel has improved its equipment, purchased homebrews to cover, and even helped me out during my time of unemployment. I couldn't do this without their support, and if you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/7800progamer. Also, check out the Discord if you're new to the Atari homebrew or collecting community, or even if you've been doing it for a while. And check out all my social media, it's all linked in the description to this video. Okay guys, I've been the 7800 Pro Gamer, and I want to thank you for joining me in my video all about Atari homebrew. Until next time, stay classy, Atarians.